guys, welcome back to Queelie's Kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing you how to cook yellow hominy corn porridge. Now a couple of my subscribers have seen my cornmeal porridge, and you know, on their requests I'm going to be doing this hominy corn porridge because they have asked for it, and I do like to honor my subscribers' requests whenever I can. So that's on the menu today, guys. So those of you who requested this menu, thumbs up, thank you, and you shall be rewarded because this is your day. So for these ingredients, guys, I'm going to obviously need the hominy corn, which I have already gone ahead and I have been soaking half packet of this hominy corn. You know what, I'm going to put all of the ingredients in the description slot, so you can go ahead and you can see the amount that I'm using, teaspoon, tablespoon, and the different spices. Okay, so don't worry if I'm speaking a bit too fast or you can't catch on to the ingredients that I'm using when I do mention it. So guys, over here I've gone ahead and I've been soaking my hominy corn from overnight, really. So this is like 24 hours. I did it yesterday, so it's been soaking overnight, hence why the bubbles. So I'm going to rinse it now in cold water. But before I do, let me tell you, some people cook the hominy corn porridge, just wash it and cook it straight away. But I like to soak it overnight because one, it saves on gas and electricity, and also it saves time cooking. So if you soak it overnight, it takes quicker to cook. If you don't, it's going to take longer. So if you don't soak it, you can expect the hominy corn to take like 1.5 to 2 hours to be cooked. But if you do go ahead and soak it, then it takes about an hour, 1 hour 15 minutes. So I like to conserve and reserve, so I've gone ahead and soak it, and then I'm going to just rinse it off, cold water, and go ahead and cook it. Now over here I'll be using some corn flour to thicken my porridge further on in the recipe, guys. Here I'm going to be using milk powder. I'm quite sure a lot of you guys, or most of you, know about milk powder. You know, if you're a kid growing up in Jamaica, we used to like to, you know, nick out our mom's milk powder and put sugar in it, and that would be like a sweet treat for us. I'm going to be using also some brown sugar. You know, we need salt, and you're going to salt your porridge to your discretion, so you're just going to salt to taste. I'm going to be also using my condensed sweet milk, my old nutmeg, which I'm going to grate up, cinnamon powder, my mixed spice, and my vanilla essence. And I may use some rose water because that's how I saw my mom cook hominy corn porridge. She put rose water in it, and it does give it a nice flavor. So I'm just going to try and find it because I haven't looked for it as yet. Okay guys, so remember, these are the ingredients for the hominy corn porridge, and you can remember, you can soak it overnight or you can just go ahead and cook it straight away. But if you do soak it overnight, you will definitely save time. And this is how it looks, guys. And when it is cooked, it is going to go really soft, and sometimes it splits into two. So that's our hominy corn porridge being soaked. And yes, I'm planing it because I'm going to rinse it now in some cold water, and then I will get back to you. So guys, as you can see, the water is much clearer now and there is no bubbles, meaning I have gone ahead and washed it twice with cold water. This helps to get rid of excessive carbohydrate, guys. So if you are watching your sorry, I do get twisted sometimes with my tongue. Yeah, so if you're watching your carbohydrate intake, do go ahead and wash your hominy corn twice, okay, to get rid of excessive starch. Okay guys, so I'm just going to go in now and pour the hominy corn into my boiling water. There you go. And always remember, guys, to be very, very careful. My camera is steaming up, sorry about that. To be very careful, guys, when using hot water, okay? So now my corn is being poured into the hot water. You can see that now my lens was a bit foggy. I'm just going to go in, guys, with some of my mixed spice. You might be wondering, why is she using mixed spice into the porridge when it hasn't even started boiling? Reason being, hominy corn porridge, or the corn itself, does take a while to absorb the ingredients. So if you leave it until last minute, you're not going to get the spice and the taste that you really want, because then the corn is already cooked, so it won't absorb all of these nice spices. So I believe that that's what I do anyway. I put my spice in with my corn to boil, and at the end I will go ahead and add a bit more spice. So at this point I'm just going to add a bit of my mixed spice, a sprinkle of my mixed spice, guys, into the water with the corn. Then I'm going to add a bit of salt, because I tell you, trust me, the corn, trust me, it can be hard and it takes a while to absorb these ingredients. So if you go ahead and put it at the beginning and at the end, then you will definitely get the full flavor. Alright, so just now I've added my, you see what, you remember what I added, guys? My mixed spice, and I've also added some of my salt. And I'm just going to go in now and stir. You can see the mixed spice have definitely changed the color. So we're going to go in and stir, guys. So the mixed spice is going to start being absorbed into our corn. And also I'm just going to drop one of my hard nutmeg. I'm not going to grate it as yet. I'm going to drop this one into the porridge to start boiling, and then, you know, the corn and the water will like extract the flavor from the nutmeg, giving it that nice taste. So in goes my nutmeg, which I've washed. Then I'm going to stir it, guys. Yeah, and I'm going to leave this to boil for at least 1 hour. Remember, if you're using the hominy corn straight from the packet, it's going to take longer to cook. But if you leave it overnight to soak, it's going to be much quicker, and it's going to save you on gas and electricity and also time. So I'm going to cover now and leave my corn to start boiling up. But guys, at this point I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed as yet, I do hope that one of my recipe might catch your eye. Yeah, one of my recipe might just touch your bones or your taste bud, and you will go ahead and subscribe. I know that not all my recipe is going to resonate for everyone, but I do hope that maybe my hominy corn porridge will entice you to subscribe. So if it do, thank you. And thank you for my newly subscribers. God bless you, and I will see you in the next 1 hour. So now I'm just going to cover my hominy corn and leave it to boil. So guys, I'm back to check on my hominy corn porridge, and sorry, my lens is fogging up, and it's like 40 minutes into that 1 hour cooking time. So I'm just going to check on my corn. I'm going to go in and stir it a bit, stir it right in, and then I'm going to test my corn to see if it's cooked and how far it has been cooked. So I'm just going to go over to the testing board, and from here I will determine what we do next. So you can go in with a fork to test your corn. Press down on your corn, guys, and if the corn sticks to the fork like this, then you know it is nearly finished cooking. So you can return that bit to the pot, which I've just done. And I'm going to stir again. So remember, this is 40 minutes into our 1 hour time slot, and we know that our corn is nearly there. So I'm just going to cover and begin the thickening process by mixing our cornstarch. So remember to cover, guys, while you're doing that. So guys, I'm going to prepare my thickening agent for my porridge, which is 2 tablespoonfuls of our corn flour, and I'm just going to go in, pour 3 tablespoons of water onto my corn flour, or into my corn flour, and we're going to stir it. And make sure you try and get it to a smooth consistency. And if you need more water, like I am doing right now, guys, you go in and you pour a bit more. And I'm using lukewarm water, guys, so it's not cold, it's lukewarm water. So I'm just going to go in and pour a bit more to get it really smooth and nice. And you want to make sure there's no lumps in your mixture, so stir it to a nice and smooth consistency, guys. That's just a beautiful color and texture. So you're going to stir and stir and stir until there's no lumps, like how mine is looking right now. There's no lumps. Then you're going to move over and take this, guys, and pour it into our boiling porridge. Okay, so we're going to pour it in right now, guys, and you're going to go in and you're going to stir that. So guys, after adding our corn flour to our mixture, to our porridge, to thicken it, you're going to notice that you're going to start having a bit of a lump. But don't worry, don't panic, just keep stirring until you get a really smooth consistency, okay? And I should have mentioned to you, if you don't have corn flour, you can just go ahead and use the plain flour. It's no problem. So it's your option, guys. No corn flour, go ahead and use the good old plain flour, okay? And make sure you keep on stirring though, because you don't want any lumps to develop. And if it does, you just stir until it's all gone and your porridge mixture is nice and smooth, like I'm getting right now, okay? So guys, while my porridge is boiling and it's being thickened with the corn flour, I'm just going to go ahead and prepare my milk powder. So this is 4 tablespoons of milk powder, and I'm going to go in with half a cup of water. You pour it in like so, and then remember, guys, all these ingredients I'm using, especially the corn, the amount of corn that I've used, the sugar, the corn flour, and also the milk powder, it all depends on the amount of corn that you have used to boil your porridge. So if you use more corn to boil your porridge, then you know you have to double the ingredients used, especially the milk powder, your sugar, and also your milk. It can be milk powder, you can go ahead and use whole milk, you can use soya milk, you can use coconut cream like I've done in my cornmeal porridge. You can also use coconut milk, okay guys? So you don't have to use the exact thing that I have used. I'm showing you one of the many ways that you can actually cook cornmeal porridge. Now you know that you have a lot of YouTubers out there and we all kind of cook the same thing but in different ways, so you just have to find the one that suits your taste bud best, okay? Alright, so I'm mixing our milk powder right now, and I need to mix it also to a smooth consistency. And right now I'm seeing a bit of lumps, which is not ideal, so I'm going to mix it out until it's really nice and smooth. So now guys, it's 10 minutes out of the 20 minutes that I've been waiting for. So now we're up to like 50 minutes within that 1 hour time slot that I promise you that it will take to cook my hominy corn porridge. So now I have mixed my milk powder to a smooth consistency, and I'm going to pour it in now into my into my hominy corn porridge. So there you go, that's the milk powder, and you're going to stir now, guys. And you can see that the color is changing to a rich milky substance, and that's what I want. So you're going to continue stirring it, guys, because you don't want it to stick or burn, and it will stick to the bottom of the pot. So you just have to continue stirring and make sure at this point it is on a low heat. Yeah, you see that? Nice and smooth, and that's exactly how I want it. You just keep stirring. So we're at 50 minutes, guys. Now I'm going to take 5 minutes more out of that hour, and I'm going to cover and let the milk powder and the cornstarch be absorbed into my corn. So that's 5 minutes, and then I'm going to come back to you, and we're going to start the you know what it is, the sweetening process and the spice process, where I'm going to put my rose water, my nutmeg, etc, etc. So stick with me, guys, and remember, if you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Okay, what are you waiting for? Send me a comment. Sharing is caring. Like, share, comment, and also subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next 5 minutes. So guys, I'm back, and I'm about to begin our sweetening process. Yeah, this is the consistency that I want. Our porridge, guys, smelling really awesome and delish. So at this point, I'm just going to go in with some of my ground nutmeg. So I'm just going to use a sprinkle, but the measurement would be a teaspoonful of nutmeg. Salt to taste, which for me right now is a teaspoonful of salt, guys. Then I'm going to go in with my condensed milk, and that is also sweetened to taste, because remember, you're using sugar. Next, guys, I'm going to go in with my rose water, but guys, be very careful with your measurement with the rose water, because it can be very strong. So I'm just going to use half a teaspoon of my rose water, and you can do the same, or you can do less or more. And then I'm going to stir it. Next, I'm going to go in with 2 tablespoons of vanilla essence. Then I'm going to go in, guys, with my half a cup of brown sugar, and remember, this is sweetening to taste, guys. So if you have a sweet tooth like I do, you can go ahead and use more sugar. Make sure you drink a lot of water after you're finished though. And you're just going to go in and stir it really, really, really good, because you want everything to be combined and also absorb into the corn. We need to get the corn tasting really nice, right? Because the corn is the base of this porridge or this recipe. So you stir it really good. Give it a nice stir, guys. See my nutmeg coming up. I'm going to take it out in a minute. It's not going to stay in there. Okay. And you know, guys, at this point you can see that I've added all of my ingredients as promised. My ground cinnamon next is going to be added. Can't left that out. I added some before. I'm adding a bit more, and we're going to stir that in, guys. Always remember, stir your porridge as you go along when you add your ingredients. Yeah, you don't want the porridge to start getting lumpy, and you also want your ingredients to be well mixed out into your porridge to give you that nice taste. So at this point, I'm just going to go in and take out the nutmeg that I put in the beginning to get the porridge that starter flavor. So I'm going to take it out. Stir it once more, guys. Remember, salt is the taste, sugar is the taste, milk is the taste. So if you're not allowed a lot of sugar, maybe you're diabetic, guys, remember you have to use your discretion when you're using salt, the sugar, and the condensed milk. Okay, we want to stay healthy. All right, guys, so I'm just going to cover now for the final 5 minutes of my 1 hour, and I will go ahead and come back to you in that final 5 minutes with your bowl of my version of hominy corn. So guys, our hominy corn porridge is fully cooked. Corn is very soft and nice, still boiling, bubbling, really nice consistency, beautiful thickening, nice, creamy, guys, and sweet, just like how I like it. But remember, if you're watching your carbohydrate intake, your sugar intake, your salt intake, cut down on the amount that you use. Okay, so it's all done and dusted. So I'm just going to go ahead now and share a lovely bowl for you. So come on over, guys, to the table. So alright, guys, I'm back with your sharing of a lovely bowl of hominy corn porridge, and I hope you have enjoyed watching me cook this recipe just for you. So there you go, hominy corn porridge, Queen Lee's Kitchen way. Hope you've enjoyed it, guys, as I said before. And remember, if you haven't subscribed already, I hope this recipe will entice your taste bud and you will go ahead and subscribe. Why not? And remember, caring is sharing, so also share, comment, and like. And remember, guys, you know what I always say at the end of my vlog: put God first in everything that you do. Okay? And from me to you, one love from Queen Lee's Kitchen. See you in my next vlog. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.